Good morning. Today I'm going to hike up to what's called Peter Sinks. It's in the Bear River Mountains here in northern Utah, and it's the point where the second coldest temperature ever recorded in the lower 48 states happened way back on February 1st, 1985. So it's supposedly just a natural depression way up in the mountains, about 8,200 feet. So I'm going to hike up there and see what I can find. Let's get started. Probably tell it's still raining out, but that is Peter Sinks in front of me there. So you can tell it's basically a huge bowl. It's about 1/2 mile across, and this all goes back to the basic principle that hot air rises and cold air sinks. All the cold air sinks into that bowl, can't escape anywhere, and it gets super cold. Let's go down and check it out. This is the weather station at the bottom here of Peter Sinks, and in this location on February 1st, 1985, low temperature was recorded of negative 69.3 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the second coldest temperature ever recorded in the continental United States. What was the absolute coldest temperature? Well, it was recorded just north of here in Montana at negative 69.7. So only 0.4 of a degree Fahrenheit separated those two temperatures. Needless to say, this spot gets very, very cold at night. The story is it rarely goes more than 4 consecutive days, even in the middle of summer, without dropping below freezing. And that's essentially due to temperature inversions. So as I kind of pan around here, you see I am in a depression, hence the name. It's called Peter Sinks. It's basically a giant bowl. It's about half a mile in diameter. And on clear, cloudless nights, what happens is the temperature of the air on the ground here tries to equalize with the temperature of the sky. The sky temperature is obviously very cold at night, and it just goes and equalizes, and there's nothing stopping it. There's no warm air that can come down. The warm air doesn't mix if there's no wind, and the temperature just drops and it gets very cold. Right now, it's the early September. It's not that cold. I would say it's probably about 45 degrees Fahrenheit right now, but that probably is a large part of the fact that it is raining, or it was raining. I think it just about stopped. But needless to say, this is a really cool kind of natural geologic feature, or just kind of more geographic feature, I suppose, not geologic. But a pretty cool place, and not too bad of a hike. It was essentially up an ATV trail the entire way. I didn't see anyone, of course, because it was kind of muddy and rainy most of the time. But about 5.5 miles to get up here. You can come from that direction there. That's from Stump Hollow, and I think it's maybe a little bit. It's just a little over 5 miles, a little bit less. But either way, it's a little bit of a haul to get up here. There are a couple roads that come up here, but they are definitely require 4x4 vehicles. So that's it. That's pretty cool. It is Peter Sinks in the Bear River Mountains here in northern Utah. Well, the bit of wind down here and that rain and the lack of sun makes it quite chilly. So I need to keep moving. So I'm going to head back up out of this bowl and back down the trail. It looks like this set of rain passed, and now we have some sunshine and an awesome view out over the mountains. See Bearno Peak right on the right, Mount Logan right in the middle, and those lovely clouds spread throughout Logan Canyon. What a view. 1 second, it's all clear up here, and the next second, we're almost completely socked in. Moisture is still moving around. We are essentially in the clouds now. It's quite cool. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can literally see the cloud moving up the mountain slope there. Get a better picture back here. But that probably means it's going to get cold and start raining again. Oh well. that is gonna wrap it up for this hike. Made it all the way out to Peter Sinks and then all the way back down. All in all, it was just over 13 miles. Took me about 5.5 hours and only about 2,300 foot of elevation gain though. So not bad, a pretty gradual hike. Maybe rate it like a 4 out of 10, something like that. It wasn't on a hiking trail at all, so it was all on ATV trails, small ATV trails, then kind of like a backcountry road. But due, I think, just to the time of year and the weather, I only saw one other four-wheeler and then one other truck. So that was awesome. I pretty much had the entire 13 miles to myself, so that was really fun. I got caught in that rainstorm up there, which I knew was going to happen. It highly predicted to rain, so I was prepared for that, but still kind of sucked hiking through that. Oh well though, what can you do? It's kind of cool weather anyway. But yeah, that is going to do it for this one. We'll see ya out on the trail.